Hey guys, the Kamsh here, and today we're going to be talking about Control Warrior in the LoE meta. Excuse me. So this is my list. A lot of people are playing things like Deathwing now, Tournament Medic, like Fibonacci's version, Lockshadow's version. It's a little bit more of an old school list. I just kind of prefer it that way. It's personal preference, but Control Warrior is a deck where, as long as you have the core pretty similar, you can play a lot of different things and have them be viable. So this is the list that I like, and I'll walk you through it real quick, and then we'll go ahead and play some games. So to start off with, we have 2 Execute and 2 Shield Slam. They're sort of the unfair 1-mana removal spells. They're what allow this to be a good control deck, because you have the really cheap, efficient removal, and that's what lets you sort of have a cohesive control deck, because you have removal. It's really cheap. And it lets you play threats while removing your opponent's threats, and just lets this be a good deck. We have 2 Fiery War Axe, really good. Weapons are usually 2-for-1s because you can remove 2 things with them. They let you trade your life total for board and card advantage. Pretty sweet. We have 1 Revenge. You usually want at least 1 Whirlwind effect, and Revenge is pretty sweet since a lot of the time you will get the trigger to deal 3 damage to everything. That can sometimes make the difference between winning and losing. I've gone back and forth between Whirlwind and Revenge, but I think Revenge is definitely where you want to be right now. 2 Armor Smith, because we want to gain armor when we can. It's pretty good with like Death Bite proc and other things. It just gives you a lot of armor, which lets you activate your shield slams, and also just helps you survive. We have just 1 Cruel Taskmaster this time around. It's an activator for Grommash, sort of a win condition in that way. It's pretty versatile because it can remove things, it can buff things, enable executes, lots of things it can do, but 2 can be too clunky in the late game. Like in Control Mirrors, you really don't want to draw them, and then there's a lot of other ways we have to enable Grom and do things like that. So just 1 Cruel Taskmaster. 1 of Bash. Bash is a pretty cool card because it can go to face to deal off that extra 3 damage. It can kill things. It gives you armor. It's just very versatile. But again, I don't like playing too many of them. I just feel like it can be clunky. So we're just playing 1 of Bash. We have double Acolyte of Pain. We want to be drawing cards so we can we can enable all our synergies, all our combos, just have a good full control hand we can do things with. And Acolyte works really well with Death by Revenge, other things like that, just against minions. Sometimes Baron Geddon just to draw us extra cards. We have 1 BGH, again we want to play because it's 2-for-1. When you kill something with it, it's cheap, efficient removal, and most decks will have a target. 2 Death Spikes, it's an amazing weapon. It kills lots of things. Sometimes it kills tokens. It can often be more than just a 2-for-1, and it enables a lot of things in the deck. Double Brawl, because Secret's Paladin and Arena Locker and things like that, they build up big boards really fast and in unfair ways, and we want to be able to deal with that, so we want 2 Brawls. We have 1 of Harrison Jones, a lot of weapons classes out there right now, like Paladin, other Warriors, even Jiraxis, you can Harrison, so we're playing that. Playing Double Belcher because we want taunts and we want ways to keep ourselves alive, and Belcher does that. It's also very efficient. 1 Justicar, because it's really good in the mirror, and just other matchups. Armoring up for 4 builds up really fast, and you have a lot of health, and that's really important. Double Shield Maiden, because it's a good body and it gives us armor. Sylvanas, because it's really efficient, lets you steal things. It's just a good card. Gore Howl, pretty sweet tech piece because it lets us just let's just grind out basically any deck, and it's really solid. A little bit worse against super aggressive decks where we're at a low life total, but it's good in other matchups. It can also be used against Burst, against like a Jiraxis. 1 Baron Geddon to clean up tokens and things like that, good against Paladin. 1 Dr. Boom, it's a good threat. Grommash is a burst finisher, and Ysera to give us the control edge. Not playing Alex Strazek, because a lot of the time we just damage our opponent naturally over the course of the game. We don't need to go for the Alex. And yeah, that's the list. I've played this this Tuesday in Tuesday Night Hype, in which I got second. I'm playing this in the New Order Open, and I'm in the top 16 right now. I'll be playing that tomorrow. So I think this is a really solid list. It's good for tournament play. It's good for ladder. So I like it a lot. My Control Warrior list, and let's jump into some games.